Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? Call Allah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Chakodash.
Shalom to the elect and 1/3 of the children of Israel. This is Providence in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. My name is Brother Daniel Allah by my side.
Brother Ashore.
Double honors to the teachers and the head apostles of the great millstone of Ruel. Peace and salutations to the argument pushing out this word with truth and sincerity. Also, barakatah to the Akwafi who are listening as well. So we want to get into the topic. There's no such thing as free will, and you have no control of your life. There's no such thing as free will, and you have no control of your life. And we have scriptures to prove that. Okay? You know, there's over 7 billion people on earth, you know, and there are a lot of Israelites in the four corners of the earth because we were spread all over the earth. But the Lord purposely put everyone on earth, you know what I'm saying, to do his will, whether it's in righteousness or whether it's in wickedness. The Lord is in control of all things. Let's read that precept again. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? You see? And that's plain in speech. The Heavenly Father has full control of every single being on earth. Every single thing on earth. He controls everything. You know? He controls the weather. He controls all things under the sun. Because why? The earth is his footstool. The earth is his footstool, and also the scripture says his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. In the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach. So he's controlling every single person here on earth as we speak, controlling their minds, controlling what they're saying out of their tongue. We're going to grab all them scriptures. Okay? That's why the Lord has set up different tasks and objectives towards every single individual here on earth. Like everyone is a spiritual program, a spiritual program under under a simulation. Okay, just like you see in the movie The Matrix, like especially the trilogy, and in the latest one that came out this year, like Matrix Resurrections, like they showed you, and like halfway of the movie, and at the end, that they showed you that everyone was being controlled by a system, someone controlling the entire system, So that's mainly the almighty power of Yahweh controlling the entire world, and Yahushua, which is also Yahushua's kingdom, earth, So Yahweh Shemashai has full control of all these people, man. All right, including everybody, including the elect and the remnant of the children of Israel, who are in righteousness. Okay, so next precept is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from Yahweh. Okay, so the Lord controls the preparations of the heart, which is your mind, in man, and the answer of the tongue. He also controls what you say out of your mouth. Okay, he can make this person a very popular celebrity, or he can make this person a very, very great mechanic, or a basketball player, or a model. He's the one who set the preparations of that person's mind, their subconscious. He's the one who set up that program within that individual to be whatever they to be whatever that the Lord wants them to be. So that's very powerful, man. This is in the scriptures. Let's read it again. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from Yahweh. is from the Lord, Yahweh, okay? So he's the one who's setting up the things in every individual's heart, which is their subconscious, and the answer of the tongue, okay? So every word that comes out of your mouth, he's in control of that, all right? And there's nothing you can do about it, I'm going to grab another one. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. I'm going to read it again. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever so he will. So the king's hearts, like these leaders, these powerful leaders in different countries, dictators, like supreme leaders, like generals in the army, he said the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. The Lord's controlling their mind, their subconscious. He's putting whatever he wants within their heart. He sets up agendas. He sets up objectives, missions, or plans to the king's hearts, the presidents, etc. The Lord's doing that. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whither so he will. So he's in control of what they do or what they say and how they do things. All right? You got any precepts?
Yeah. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Mm-hmm. And, we were just talking about the heart, which is your mind. Okay? So, the mind can, play tricks, with you, and it can cause you to go off and, do things that's not pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And how do you know what's pleasing and what's not? By reading these scriptures, man. All right? Keeping a beard on your face, that's acceptable to Yahweh Shem Yahushai as a man. All right? Not following the customs of the heathen. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because when you do these things, it can the Most High can sanction you to be put to death, man. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39 says that Yahweh Shem Yahushai kills and makes alive, man.
Yeah, grab it.
Come on, okay, I got you.
Grab it real quick. Come on. Yeah, man. So we, through the scriptures, because we prove things through the scriptures.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because we let like the Most High be true and every man a liar, man.
Mm-hmm.
So we prove it and we prove it to you, and it's in black and white and it's plain in speech.
Come on.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. There's no God, man, with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He's the true and almighty power, omnipotent power, okay? He's the true living power, man, the true living God. So that's why when, we speak to other people that worship these different doctrines and philosophies, like Jesus Christ and all these false gods, man, they don't have the power of the scriptures, man. We're walking, we have the power with us as we're alive right now, So there's no way that nobody can gainsay or resist what we say, man. All right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is true, man. All right? Continuing, it says this: I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So if you fear the Most High, you would understand that he can put you to death by, anything, man. If he feels like he wants to put you to death, man, So what are we doing? What can we do to be saved, to be delivered? By following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, by doing the work. All right, feeding the sheep, because Yahushua said, if you love me, feed my sheep. So doing videos like this, reading the scriptures, studying to show thyself approved, to be acceptable in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it starts with this walk that we're taking, this path. All right, that's why I say, how can a man understand his way? You have to start by the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, to even start this journey. And I actually got a precept on that. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 18. It says, the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the first step to be accepted of him. So when you understand that Most High can put you to death, you know what I'm saying? That means that's a power that you don't want to mess around with. You know, you want to see, okay, what can I do so he can be on my side? You know, I don't want to be his enemy.
That's
you know,
right.
and all they that hate me love death, man.
That's right.
So if you are blind, if you don't have this understanding, this wisdom and knowledge, you're blinded, man, and you're just walking in a dangerous place, man. But with this light, you can see. Okay, continuing, it says this. It says, and wisdom obtaineth his love. So when you have wisdom, that's true love, because the Most High is showing you things that he likes and things that he don't like, man. And that's something that we should consider. You know, that Yahweh Shemashah is showing us true love by being able to understand these scriptures, man.
God, if I may add, he doesn't deal with no one unless you deal with wisdom first. All right, and what is wisdom? The fear of the Lord. Psalms 111 and 10. All right, and also Proverbs 15:33. You know, like the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. Before honor is humility. So it all begins with the fear of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you will what? Gain the wisdom to know what he likes and what he doesn't like. Mm-hmm. Because the scary thing is, in Psalms 37 and 28, it says, for Yahweh loveth judgment. Mm-hmm. That's one of the things he likes. He loved to judge. He's the ultimate judge. All right? He's the king of terrors. He's the almighty. He loves judgment. All right? It says, for Yahweh loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
Gone.
So,
and go back to the saints. What it said about the saints.
God. For Yahweh loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints.
See, he won't forsake us. You know, if you're in this truth, he won't forsake you, man. And that's going back to Proverbs chapter 3 when it says, trust in Yahweh Shemashah with all thy heart. So although, you know, we go through trials and tribulations, you know, we just hope that the Most High don't lead us into temptation. All right. You know, but deliver us from evil. OK. But everybody else that's not, you know, aligned with this power, Yahweh Shemashah, they're destined for destruction, man, because they're not doing the things that he's required of us to do, man, in this lifetime that we're in. So it says he will not forsake you, and continue.
Chapter 1. They are preserved.
They are preserved
forever.
Forever. See, so that it goes into Yahweh Shemashah it's timeless, man. You know, meaning that every single generation, forever and ever and ever. You know, the saints shall praise his holy name. Mm-hmm. So we're bringing out his name, all right? And Yahweh Rizal, we endure to the end like it's required of us to do. You know, we do the lot of a prophet, all right? We no matter what happens in this walk that we're in, we put our full trust in Yahweh Shemashah because we understand the scripture tells you he will not forsake you, man, if you do that.
That's right.
That's all on that.
It says, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off.
The seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Esau, Edom is the wicked, man. You know, everything of all wickedness stems from that man. All right. He enforces it. Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
That's right.
So if you know who's in rulership, who's in power at this time right now, all right, you understand it's the wicked. And they're going to be cut off, man. Yahweh Shai is coming back. He's that physician that will cut off that long disease, man. So Esau is going to be cut off by his own weapon, man. He was given a sword. All right. You know, and, you know, we're talking right now about, you know, there's no free will. Even Esau has no free will, man. You know, there's a certain day that he's going to be destroyed. And we're proclaiming that, you know, to the nations, man, that the seat of rulership and power is going to be changed. OK, and it's going to be a time when you so-called Negroes, Latinos and Native Americans will have a ruling class mindset, man. And it starts with this truth. You know, you have that ruling class mindset, then the Most High can deal with you. But if you forsake it, then guess what? You're basically rejecting Yahweh Shemashah's gift, man. You know, that's all on that.
God, I got
Go ahead.
Precept.
Go ahead.
And this is another proof that no one in this world has free will. Because the Lord, he's controlling you as we speak.
Go on.
All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 33, known as the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 13. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure. All right. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure. So, I remember in art class in elementary that we were messing with a block of clay, and we can mold it to whatever we want. It was a class project that every individual had to make their own art piece, whether it was a cup or a bowl or a car. You can do whatever you want with the clay. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be approved by the teacher to see. Like to see if you did a good job. Like by molding it, by shaping it, and by painting it correctly. You know what I'm saying? And she'll grade you the quality of your of your fashion. All right, that's the same what the Lord did to every individual being on earth, and beasts of the field, and creepy crawlers of the earth. The fowls of the air, everything. But he, because the Lord, he fashioned it the way he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? The Allahayim, Yahushua and the Allahayim, like the sons of God. All right. Which is another topic. Let's start at Genesis chapter 1. Okay, but let's get the point. Sirach 33 verse 13: as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Okay, so the Lord, you know what I'm saying, he's control of everything that he's fashioned. And just like we said earlier, that that he's controlling your subconscious, how you think, how you walk, how you move. He's doing that to you. Verse 14: good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. All right. The Lord purposely made the righteous and the wicked to hate the righteous, and the righteous to hate the wicked. All right. Psalms 94 and 16: who will rise up for me against the evildoers and the workers of iniquity? Roughly paraphrasing. Verse 15: so look upon all the works of the Most High. There are 2 and 2, one against another. And the Lord purposely did that, because the story is it's the righteous against the wicked. Right now, the righteous, who are the elect, and the wicked, who which is the elite banking families, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Job 9:24: the earth is getting to hand the wicked, like the brother said earlier. You know what I'm saying? It's the righteous against the wicked, man. Jacob versus Esau. And I'm gonna grab another one real quick.
Go on.
All right. Sirach chapter 18 verse 1: he that liveth forever have created all things in general. You see, the Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he. All right, and that's plain as speech. He liveth forever. He's that omnipotent power. He's that unlimited power, and he created all things in general. Okay, verse 3: who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. And all things obey his will. All right, no matter who you are, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna obey his will, whether you're doing it in righteousness or in wickedness. You're obeying his will, because he is the ultimate balance, according to Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. All right. For he is the king of all, you see, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane. Light against darkness, darkness against light, righteousness against wickedness, wickedness against righteousness. The Lord purposely did that. Okay? You got anything to add?
Yeah, Con, I got a precept. This is the book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Mm-hmm. So, that's plain in speech. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So that's the whole purpose, man. If you want to be under subjection of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, All right, you want him to have control over you in righteousness, because the Most High makes that decision, man. If you're going to be destroyed or if you're going to be preserved. And he's only going to preserve who? His saints.
That's right.
And it's safe forever, though, you know. So we understand that Esau, you know, is the devil the Bible speaks of. There's no place that was given to him to repent in his heart, man, because the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, created him that way. Everything, all the wickedness he done, he's going to pay for it and be judged. And guess what? The 2/3 of our people that's joined onto this man will be destroyed. That's why I say, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. That's why it's all about coming out of this mindset and this worldly way of living, of not being conformed to this world, man. All right? But be transformed with the renewing of your mind. That's true repentance, though. A change of your mind. How you think, how you operate. Okay? That's why it starts with what? Being under subjection to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. But if you choose to be a fleshly person, you know, a carnal-minded person, that's enmity with Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That puts you, all right, against him, man. All right? Because this fleshly body that we're in, you know, the heart is desperately wicked, man. But Yahweh Shem Yahshua gives us this chance of what? Opportunity for you to repent and come back and live. You know, choose life and not death. This message is only for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, you got anything?
And those who are unto the speckled bird, who look like the other nations, the Israelite foreigners as well, who are scattered out in the four corners of the earth, man. You know, like you're the true biblical Israelites according to the Bible, man. I'll definitely want to add Romans chapter 9, verse 21. And this is a precept that's like unto Sirach 33. Cool. All right, Romans chapter 9, verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. Write that down?
Yeah, so, you know, the saints will what? Praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and they're used to what? Honor Yahweh Shem Yahshua and glorify him. That's right. Okay, so while we're living, what is our purpose in life? To praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua and glorify him. So that's why the Most High created a certain vessel to honor him. And then now, there's also a vessel that's dishonoring, you know, the Most High. That's right. And guess what? The Most High is going to raise that dishonor up so the whole world can see, and they're going to be a perfect example of what not to do and not to be destroyed. All right, so he can show his power. All right, just like with Pharaoh, when he hardened Pharaoh's heart, so he could not let the children of Israel go. All right, that Pharaoh was made for dishonoring, you know, the Most High. And now this is spiritually Egypt.
God, that's your apostle. That's beautiful, bro. Because look, Pharaoh had no control of his emotions. He had no control of his actions because the Lord purposely hardened his heart. That shows you that no one has no control of themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Continue. You got the rest on
that? I got more. Cool. Verse 22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Come on, that's so the whole world can see, man. Like Esau, Edom, this man been doing wickedness, all right, all the way till now. And the Most High allowed him to get away with it for right now, though, at this time. So that's why there's a lot of people that's on his side. They think that this man is all powerful. All right, it got to a point where people are worshiping his image, man, of a white man. You know, Jesus Christ, JC, man. That's a hippie, man, a long-haired, blue-eyed white devil, man. All right? So right now the Most High allowed it to happen. So that way when this man does get destroyed and punished in the sight of everybody, they're going to understand not to play with Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man.
God. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy.
And the true riches is this wisdom.
That's right.
All right. So that's how you be accepted by fearing the Most High in this path. That's the first step, and then wisdom obtaineth his love. So you got to get this wisdom. With all that getting, get understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing.
God, and also, Isaiah 33:6, it also says, "The fear of the Lord is his treasure." So that's
they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? The fear of the Lord is his
treasure. So the vessels made the honor. They're the ones that got it in their heart to fear Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
That's right.
God.
You know, I'm gonna start from the top. Romans 9:23, and he that and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Come on, and it say of mercy, you know, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for mercy.
Yeah, we're hoping for mercy.
Yeah, and we hope we can be preserved.
That's right.
You know, but Esau will never get mercy, man. It was created that way. That's all on that. Oh, I got one.
You got one more?
I got one more.
Okay.
Let me grab it real quick though.
Come on, man. So look, man, you have no free will. You have no free will, and I came across this picture on social media, you know, and it says, you know, and a lot of people agreed to it, which is true. Let me see what it says real quick. It says, "I feel trapped in my own life." Yes, you are. You're trapped.
Mm-hmm.
You're trapped in this body. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no control of your life, man.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "I feel trapped in my own life." You are absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? You know, no one can say, "Hey, you know, like like nobody can say, oh man, I can do whatever I want." You know what I'm saying? It was the Lord's choice to wake you up. It was the Lord's choice to feed you. You know, to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? It was up to Him. You know what I'm saying? But people will never know as soon as they get in their car that they'll get into a car wreck on I-4 or whatever huge interstate you have in your state. You know what I'm saying? But like people don't know their next move, whether they're gonna live or die. You know what I'm saying? That's another proof that you have no control of your life. You don't know how you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
And if you think that you have control of your life, that's pride.
Yes, it is.
Because you had no control of who your parents was. You know, you was born. You had no control of if you was a Hebrew Israelite or not, man. It's all because of how the Most High created everything to run. You know, so that shows you a sense of pride. And this place is going to be destroyed mainly because of pride. You know. All these that builds you at a certain lofty spirit, you know, very, very high, almighty. You think you are, and guess what? The Most High will humble you. And the brothers that's in this truth, you know, in order for us to even start this path, we had to show a sense of humbleness, you know. And they say the meek shall inherit the earth. So if you looking for rulership in the next kingdom come, because this place is definitely going to be destroyed, you know, you got to be meek, you got to be lowly. All right. So that means you have to what? Put yourself under subjection to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right. I got the precept though.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 20. It says, "For the creature was made subject to vanity."
For the creature is made subject to vanity. All right. The creature is the flesh. You know, within the same chapter, they call it the bondage of corruption. All right. It was made to be subject to vanity. Vanity is BS. Everything that you see here under the sun is vanity. You can't take it with you when you die. You know what I'm saying? You can have all these riches, you can have nice cars, you can have nice things, you can have a beautiful woman, you know? You can have all these things, man, but hey, man, you can't take that with you when you die. You know, when you came out of your mama's womb, you came out naked. And then when you leave, you're going to leave with nothing. All this vanity, man, and this life is so short.
Yeah, come on.
You know? Go ahead.
For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly. Because if we would have it all way, you know, we would want to be in the kingdom already, man. But we understand that there's a purpose for the Most High to show the vessels made it for wrath and vessels made it for mercy. All right. It's just, we're just in the movie of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Continuing, it says, "But by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope." So we're subjected under hope by being in this bondage of corruption, by having no control of our life. You know, it's so that way we can put more trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We hope for salvation. We hope for mercy. We hope to be his saints because we understand these scriptures. We're getting wisdom, knowledge, you know, every single day. We're growing in the grace thereof. And we hope that everything that's being revealed to us, it's for our benefit, man. You know, everything, you know, the kingdom that's being set up, the rulership. We are hoping to be what? Part of that 144,000 men. But we have to go through this very narrow path, man. All right. It's so narrow that only one man can go in at a time. So you're fighting your own battle, man, and it starts with your mind. All right? You're fighting off these demons, man. Verse 21, though, is the point. It says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God, which is the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
And see, that's what was going into this. You have no control of your life, being in this vessel, that we're in. We're just hoping the Most High can deliver us from this situation, deliver us from the next situation, and so on and so forth, all the way till what? The kingdom is established, man.
That's right.
And
that's why we're called the prisoners of hope. The prisoners of hope, man. So we are prisoners of hope. We hope for mercy. We hope in salvation. We hope to be protected by by the angels from the Lord, man. Because we don't know who we are through the Spirit, but all we can hope for is His mercy and to fear Him always. So that's why the Lord must be feared, because we have no control of our lives. Okay, so I hope this class was edifying. I hope this class was edifying to the elect. Call Allah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rachak.
Till next time we say Shalom.
DTA Abad Babal soon.
Very soon.
Tonight.